Who has walked, singled, and scored a run.
Gonna have to break out some good material tonight. There's
just about out of it.
You can't be. It's only the third inning.
Swung on and missed.
They have to go to the old mailbag.
We're going to need a bottle of Vivarin before long. No balls, 2 strikes. Ryan Webb has thrown virtually all strikes, 7 out of 8.
Well, you talked about the lopsided games yesterday. Baltimore having that big day. Baltimore 19-3 over Philadelphia. Washington 16-4 over Tampa.
And the Yankees got wiped out by the Marlins, right?
Yes, 12-2.
Here's our T-Mobile. Andrus leans back from that sinker. It's ball 1. Swung out and missed. So why is it that the sinker and the slider go together like peanut butter and jelly?
Well, they always have. I don't know if it's arm slot.
Has to be, right?
Yeah, it's arm slot where you're down a little bit, and you got to keep your hand back behind the sinker so it goes down. It doesn't stay flat on a plane, but it's an easy slot to throw the slider. It's not over the top where you want to throw a curveball. It's tougher to get on top of the baseball. And it used to be back when I was playing. What does he throw? Sinker slider.
Yeah.
Sinker slider. You know, it was just that easy.
Sinker, forkball. No, doesn't happen.
His arm slot's a little different from where he throws from, and that's where, you know, some guys, how many guys you see throw straight over the top that are right-handed that have sinkers? They're 4-seamers.
Yeah, not many.
And then you'll see curveballs coming from that high arm slot. You don't see the sinker slider.
Jake Westbrook told me one time, he said, I'm not sure how I make it sink. Well, it's just the way his natural arm slot and the way he let it go.
Yeah, he couldn't throw the ball straight if you played catch with him anywhere. He probably hurts his kids when he plays catch. They can't catch it.
Well, from the left side, Rafael Perez was like that for Cleveland out of the bullpen.
Well, a lot of left-handers have a tough time throwing it straight.
Now the 3-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Ryan Webb works a 1-2-3 4th inning. He's given the Indians some solid relief so far tonight. Being Yadier Molina's backup.
It's a nice gig, isn't it?
There's Jason Hayward, 0 for 3, walked and scored his last time up. And a strike called. Hayward got the leadoff walk in the 8th inning. That was truly the Indians' undoing tonight.
Yeah, that went from a 1-run game after they scored 3 in the 7th to now a blowout, a 5-run game because of a walk and an error.
And a strike 3 called ends the inning. We'll go to the last of the 9th. 8-3 Cardinals.
Jose Bautista's had a big day at the plate. Got off to a slow start. Struck out twice in his first 2 at-bats, but he's driven in 4 runs. That's a season high.
2 swings of the bat from Bautista. Corey Kluber struck him out with breaking balls his first 2 times up. And then with runners on base, 2 swings, single for 2 runs, and then a double, bringing double to left center field.
He now has 17 RBIs. That Moving up the leaderboard list, Devin Travis leads the Blue Jays with 19. Donaldson has picked up an RBI today. He has 18. Bautista with 17 now. Bautista's average up over 200. He is at 206 as we speak. Missed 5 games with that sore shoulder. Has yet to throw, so no telling when he'll get back into the field defensively.
I don't worry too much about batting average. You know, the guys have been struggling in the middle of the order, batting average wise, but it doesn't take long to see that thing move up. Maybe a week, stay hot, or if you can get as hot as Jose Altuve, 9 straight.
After Callaway went out and had a talk with him, he seemed to settle down.
Bonifacio trying to leave the yard, but he pulls it foul. A little bit outside. And that slapped the other way foul. Ryan Webb must have felt like the forgotten man down in that bullpen. Went 5 days without pitching. But you know, he's really done a nice job since the Indians acquired him.
He sure has. Sinker slider. I mean, all hitters coming into today were hitting just 139 off him. Left-handers were 0 for 15. Right-handers were 5 for 21.
Webb deals. Bonifacio chases one in the dirt. And another strikeout. That's 10 for Indians pitching tonight. Tomorrow night, the battle for the Buckeye State bragging rights begins when the Tribe.
Cleveland Indians as we come to you above the A at Safeco Field. A new pitcher, Ryan Webb.
For Webb, it's just his 11th appearance, but he's pitched well at 1.26 ERA. Only hitting 120. He's given up 1 home run on the year.
Ruggiero. Pinch hitting here for Ackley, leading off the 7th. There's Ruggiano's pinch hitting numbers. Ruggiero, Jackson, and Smith 9-1 and 2 here for the Mariners in the 7th. Breaking ball for strike. Interesting days. Danny Salazar tired the first 8 men that he faced. Breezed his way through 3. Got into the 4th. Gave up a double and intentional walk. Got out of it. Then Mariners got to him in the 5th. Morrison led off with a base hit to left. There was a walk. There was a base hit on a bunt by Ackley and an E5 scored a run. Jackson came up with an RBI and then a sac fly for Cano. And then Cruz just crushed one right center field. A layout catch by Ryan Rayburn took away extra base hits and extra bases and made one of the finer catches we've seen this year. And that was right after, I think, the pitch before. Salazar had buzzed Cruz and made him get out of the way. Buzzed that tower.
And the Indians certainly helped the Mariners out in the 5th inning when they scored the 3 runs. There was also a balk, wild pitch, all kinds of things going on there. The Mariners so far just 4 hits in the game. Cleveland has 12 hits.
Cristiano Keys on a 2-2 pitch, 1 down. Indians have left a runner on base after every inning except the second as we check out what's coming up tomorrow. A lot of excitement tomorrow with the Yankees and
Encarnacion here. Smoke has had very sporadic at bats of late. Had a pinch hit double last night in the 9th inning. He just hasn't had much playing time given the injury to Bautista and the fact that he has to DH.
Yeah, he has to DH, and Ed would then keep him in the line. He's got to play first base. That's where Smokey plays. But he's been taking advantage of his opportunities, especially on this road trip.
0-2. Strike 3 call. Ryan Webb's been impressive in his time with the Indians. 6 straight retired today. Now it's time for a Blue Jays Central update. Here's Jamie Campbell and Greg Zorn.
The drive of the game brought to you by Lexus of Towson, the area's #1 volume Lexus dealer, 5 years running. See why at lexusoftowson.com.
It plays right along with Lexus.
That's right.
Wheels. I have a Lexus. That's a nice car.
You do?
I have a hybrid.
Hybrid?
Yeah, a 450X hybrid. Yeah. Trying to save the environment, Jim. Trying to be green.
Adam gets back.
I've actually had 2 of them. You know,
2 hybrids.
You introduced my stepson Spencer, who's autistic, when he at the trophy or the statue
sculpture.
Yeah, first one. We're driving to the lecture dealership. We said, "What colors should we get?" Black on black. We want to blend into the pavement. Figure that one out, and we did. Autistic kids see the world a little bit differently.
Yeah. Sapchinski and Adams.
Well, we've already seen Adams, and Mark is getting loose again for the 3rd time. There's the changeup. Good one.
And Reeder's 1 out of 3 with that triple, so he's hitting all 3 games this weekend. He will be happy to get back in action at home.
Well, I look at his swing, and it is so much shorter than it has been in years past. He worked on it last year. I mean, if you want to go back before the Tommy John surgery, he was off to a great start. And one of the reasons is over the course of his career, natural right-handed hitter, hits most of his home runs left-handed for more at bats, 248 left-handed, 280 right-handed. So higher average, I mean, more home runs per at bat hitting the other way. But the swing is shorter. And it's just easier to get the bat through the zone on a level plane, and it's easier to hit. Hands are a little bit lower. Doesn't mean you're going to get hits. It just makes it easier when you get pitches hit. Pretty good slider right there.
A good off-speed pitch gets him. 3rd strikeout for Webb.
They sit away, and for some reason, and I don't know if it's the fact that Ryan Webb is so big and he hides the ball well, but he struck out Flaherty on a high pitch, and then the same with Matt Wieters. He'd like to have it down in the zone, but he gets away with it.
So Webb will leave. Chris Davis coming up. We'll see Sapchinski when we come back. Manny's had a good day. He has 2 hits. Both are infield hits. 1 a bunt, 1 a swinging bunt to drive in a run. So Manny, his 16th multi-hit game. Only Adam Jones has more. Adam has 17. And he has an RBI. He now has 7 hits on the trip in the 7th game. 7 for 27 for Manny. Up and in, ball 2. Carrasco went 4 innings plus 1 batter, charged with all 5 earned runs, 7 hits. Hagedon an inning, 1 hit. And now Ryan Webb here in the 6th. No, the Orioles have hit 2 of their barometers in this game, Jim. They're 22-9 when they score 4 runs. They have 5. And they are 21-15. 21 of their 25 wins with a home run. Jones homered in the 1st.
And don't they satisfy people that want to eat pizza too? Is that usually in there?
That is correct.
That's
Papa John's.
Papa John's.
You are alert. Day game after
working
game.
with you, and I don't know about pizza. Come on.
That's a good point. And Manny down on strikes.
Yeah, bottom of the zone. Yeah, Ryan Webb. It's kind of because the Orioles win 96 games, but he pitched in 51 games for the Orioles. And then when he ran in a little bit of trouble in maybe late July, he went down to Norfolk where he pitched pretty well for him, and then came back the month of September. But when he's rested and he gets the ball, there's a lot of movement. He pitched for the Marlins, pitched for San Diego, 4th rounder originally back in 2004, and a good guy.
And Mitch Moreland coming to the plate. He struck out his first time up. And a strike to the outside corner. Now the 0-1 to Webb. Or from Webb, I should say. Oh, Moreland off the foot. Ouch, he's hopping around.
Well, he's got the padding on there, at least up on his shin, the lower part of it. This goes off the toe and off the shoe.
With 2 on and 1 out. The pitch just missed inside. Pretty good looking 2-strike pitch from Webb. Outfield for the Indians straight up. Infield shading up the middle on the left side. Right side of the infield. Pretty standard setup. Swing and a miss. He strikes him out. 2 down. Moreland down on strikes for the 2nd time here tonight. Let's go down to Andre Knott.
Free rate quote. We know about Ryan Webb because he was with the Orioles in spring training and then did go over to the Dodgers momentarily. It actually pitched pretty well. He actually pitched pretty well for the Orioles last year. Sinker, slider, changeup guy. Seemed like he pitched a lot last year, and then ball got up a little bit, but certainly capable when the ball's down in the zone to be very effective, which is what Terry Francona is hoping.
Ryan Flaherty will lead off, the number 9 batter. He'll take a strike. Then the lineup flips over. Machado and Snyder will follow. Orioles looking for more add-on runs, make it easier for the pitching. Flaherty drew a walk in the rally in the 4th inning. Had a real good deep at bat. Chaz Rowe now getting loose.
Yeah, and I would think that they are very happy with what Bud Norris was able to do. He pitches count what at 85?
85. Well, and he's had back-to-back stressful innings. There's Jepczynski, or as we like to call him, Mark.
Exactly. Jepczynski. Yeah, you just don't want to try to spell it.
I know. Yeah, Zepchinski, and it begins with the letter R.
Which is silent. Well, it would be if I pronounce his name.
Here comes the left-hander Mark on. Where's number 35?
Good old lefty. That's what Joe Cronin, the Hall of Fame shortstop, American League president, he used to call everybody Lefty Slug. He had 2 names.
Lefty or Slug?
Yeah.
That cuts down on the prep work. And the 2-2 to Flaherty is swung on and missed. He got him. So Ryan Webb gets Flaherty for the first out in the Orioles' 6th.
Something off speed, 86. I don't know if it's a backup slider or maybe a changeup, but Ryan, good swing, but swings right through it. One of those breaking balls you think it's going to filter down in the zone and it just stays there. Ryan's hoping that he foul tip it. Look at him, looks back right away to see if Gomes was able to keep hold of it.
A walk, scored a run.
Nice work out in the field as well. Hey, cut 1-1. There are his numbers against Ryan Webb. On 2 strikes. Weeks coming in at $165. It's 4 for 17 as a pinch hitter. Two and two.
Well, Lloyd had to wait a little while, but this is the kind of game that he was hoping to get here soon. The guys have had to play a lot of baseball lately, and he gives some of the regulars a chance to get out of the lineup because the score gets a little bit lopsided is a good thing. And I like seeing the 10 hits up there, but the 9 runs to go with the 10 hits.
And Ricky strikes out. And as you go back through, I mean, 10 hits last night, 9 left on base. I mean, it's been.
On a series win against the White Sox, but we still have 9 outs to go. Ryan Webb will come on now after Danny Salazar threw 6 shutout innings tonight, striking out 8.
Yeah, he came back. He wanted to have a good start. Murphy remains in the game in right field. A couple of hits in the first inning. Then he settled in.
Yeah, fastball for a strike.
That was too good to swing at.
Lays off the slider. Swing and a miss.
Nice pitch.
White Sox fans turning on their own players down there.